of America's Next Top Model, and it was pretty good.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. But coming out of last week, when I got Best Photo and
when you were on top,
when I walked into the house, I got to see my face on the screen.
You want to be on top? Chills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and recreate your photo. Ready? Am I doing it? I always do the
Every time you do
face.
like,
I'm like,
I got Best Photo and then got to share the tire suit with my BFF Raylia. It was
cool.
no-brainer for me to pick Raylia to be in the tire suit. I mean, one, because she got second best, and obviously
because she is the best.
slayed that photo shoot, and I wanted to spend it with her. A side note is that while me and Raylia are in the king-size bed, Shy brought her mattress into the room and slept right next to us on the floor.
Wow.
So there was actually 3 of us in the tire
Love me
suit.
some Shy. Okay, the whole episode's about Linux, which is great because I love Linux, but it's a bit overkill for me, and they keep making her say the same edit over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try really hard.
But she doesn't.
And then she doesn't, and then she still gets Best Photo. But it still looks amazing, and I'm really proud of her, and I think she really pulled it out. I just feel like she got a serious edit.
Yeah,
on this
I mean,
one. They set it up perfectly for her.
getting
to-
a 1. When she got a 1 last week, it was just like, okay, that was uncalled for. Like, there's never in the history has there been below like a 4 or a 5,
Right.
which is even still really low, because her commercial was not the best, but it still wasn't
Right.
a 1. And so it just got set up last week for this episode to be all about her and her trying. But I
Her
really
triumph is what it's about. That Tyra pushed her all the way to the top in a day.
But even then, like, Lennox just didn't get the whole point of her getting a 1. Like, she just didn't understand that Tyra was trying to push her, because
She's a
in the spider one, she didn't even try, she didn't practice in the mirror, she didn't do anything to prepare or didn't have any confidence. So Tyra was like, if you're not gonna try, then I'm not gonna keep you here. That's pretty much what Tyra was saying. So I was like, get your shit together and try. So when she went into the hair shoot, she was just so defeated that she got a 1, and not really realizing that the whole point of that was you have to practice and try really hard and do your best and not focus on the fact that you got a 1. Like, that's not the issue.
Yeah.
You stayed, get over it, move on.
Yeah, Matthew said it the best. Her downfall in this competition is going to be her self-esteem.
Yeah.
Straight up.
100%.
Girl, get it together.
Confidence is key.
Key.
That's a key hole.
Oh. That's a keyhole.
But, I mean, they edited her to be like a little distressed baby.
Yeah.
And then when she was on set, she was the last one to go, and she really only had 5 frames. She didn't actually walk off set during the middle. She walked off afterwards and was really upset about it.
So
they kind of
even
edited it a little
after,
bit.
so she does this and she looks phenomenal, and then she goes off and cries?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
Just
was not during her photo shoot that she went off and cried. It was afterwards. And I mean, she got that shot that they used, and try number 2.
Someone
Took
needs
her
to
2
hold
tries
up
to
a
get
mirror in
it.
front of this girl's face and be like, this is what you look like, girl.
Gosh.
It's perfect.
It's so annoying. But other than that,
Other than that, the episode is about Lennox, and then still Mariana and Denzel.
even at the photo shoot, they were all over each other.
I know.
All the, like, it was me, Shy, Raylia, Kari, and Keith, and then there was Denzel and Mariana on top of each other, and we're all just like, are you serious?
Okay, so here's the thing. Mariana, okay, you're 18, whatever, you're gonna be like all giggly and love and all that stuff, PDA. Denzel, you're 23, 24, however old you are, you don't act like that. You're a professional person, and you don't go to a photo shoot and act like that. I feel like,
Or in general.
I mean, maybe they just don't care, but if I were in charge of those people, like if I was the photographer or Yusai or whatever, I'd just be like, or maybe they're eating it up though. I mean, Yusai was like, you're glowing. Maybe they love it. It's good TV.
It's just, I mean, it's good TV, but it's very
I
unprofessional.
think
And all of us were just really annoyed that whole week because they just wouldn't get off of each other. And just were not respectful to anyone in the house or the photographers.
Or to
obviously.
her boyfriend.
I mean,
I ain't gonna judge. You do your thing.
do your
girl.
thing.
Just
And we were all just like,
you.
do your thing, but, you know, like Raylia said, have some class. You ain't
Oh, I wrote down her quote. She said, and I quote, Let's talk about class. You want to talk about class?
You ain't got none.
Don't have it, or you ain't got none. Love you, Raylia. You want to talk about class?
You ain't got it.
You ain't got it, girl.
I'm the only classman in the house. You know Leah.
I can't wait till Raylia gets here.
But other than that, the photo shoot was very interesting to watch. I think when Denzel walked on the set, we were like, oh look, the Red Sea has parted. Give him a staff. And where are the sheep that are following him? Like, it was like Jesus, Moses combined. It was like Duck Dynasty of African America. It was just a lot, and we're all just like, what is up with this?
I want to know what Keith thinks about his makeover.
Keith didn't have a makeover. Denzel.
I want to know what Denzel feels like.
Denzel didn't have to wear the beard weave at all times. It was only at photo shoots.
I know. So is he as disgusted as y'all are / we are right now?
He was a team player, honestly. All of us were like, get that shit off your face. But he was like, I gotta do it, whatever. He was kind of over it, but
it keeps
he
changing.
never complained. It does every time it did
curlier.
it looked like even longer pubic hair. It was disgusting.
I'm so glad you said that because that's what I've been thinking this entire time.
Disgusting.
I just haven't said it.
Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Ew. But his photo shoot was just like, every time he would flip it, like it was good, but you would just be like,
I feel uncomfortable.
I feel like this is a billboard for a new church and you're the pastor. Like,
oh my god, he would make a really great enthusiastic pastor.
Oh, I agree, but it was just a lot to handle. And then Keith had like noodles coming out of his hair, like silky noodles, because his hair shouldn't have been that smooth or like that shiny, because it was just like a mohawk. Yeah, it should have been like natural. It didn't look natural. Okay. So when he was going back and forth, it was just like.
We know, I think that, maybe agree, I feel like the producers purposely screwed Ben and Keith over with their hair.
I mean, look at Keith's head, he's bald. What are they going to do to his head?
Give him a wig that's more full. You could have given him a wig even more like Denzel's and it would have looked better. His hair was like this long and like this big around, just really stringy.
It's like a ponytail.
Look at Mariana's wig. You could have given him a wig like that, it would have looked better. Yeah. And then poor Ben, he
black
didn't stand
hair,
a chance.
And then he has blonde.
That was not your fault, Ben. Half a little bit, because your head was bad. You can say the word bad, but it's halfway not your fault because they really screwed you over with the hair.
Yeah, and
completely.
Because I was getting mine done, and I was looking over, and I was just like, why are they giving Ben blonde hair? His eyebrows are dark brown, his hair is dark brown, and it's just this blonde mop on top of his head. And then when he goes on the set, they're like, what in the world? Oh, I forgot. Ben actually had a different hair piece on.
What?
It was silver and black. And
Where'd
it looked,
that go?
the dog, remember the dog, Soy the Frenchie, had it on. That one is what Ben had on. And then they took it off and put it on the dog, and then they gave Ben the blonde one because they didn't like what Ben was wearing.
Because they wanted him to look worse.
Well, that first one was really terrible. It just looked like.
It was worse.
And I think they wanted all the guys to have like mohawks, just to be like rockers. But,
I hate this. Shoot.
Oh, I thought it was really fun, but Ben just didn't do good at the shoot itself.
Yeah.
Like, he could have done a lot more with the hair. It was long, it was blonde, like he just went, and then he turned. So partially like his weave wasn't the best, but also like you have to deliver the photo shoot with whatever you have.
Yeah. Gotta work the hair, don't let the hair work you or something like that Tyra said.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't let the hair work you.
You gotta wear the hair. Don't let the hair wear you.
Wear you, yeah.
Raylia was perfect. She was whipping it all over the place. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then Shy.
I wrote down what I thought of every person. You want to hear my comments on every single person? I do. Some of them are really funny. Okay, Adam, impressive. Love your face.
Also, you bark like a dog. That was so
scary.
Uncomfortable.
You are scaring me, boo. But regardless, your face was the best I've seen it. Okay, for Ben, I just wrote, oh no, ooh, so bad, and in quotations, prehistorically horrible by Kelly Catrone. And also it was very clear that you decided you were going home.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. I'm sorry. Kari Love, who's that? Oh, Matthew. I kind of wrote poor because I love her face, but I didn't love her hair.
Boogers. Here's my eyes.
Yeah, you can work it. Keith, just know, in quotations, a horse that many people would want to ride. Tyra. Mariana, yes, YAS in all capitalizations, 2 weeks in a row. Denzel, I can't, ... Shy, obsessed. Rayleigh, perfection. Will, perfect. Lennox, 10s across the board. That's my assessment of all of the people's photo shoots.
I think when I was watching Rayleigh, she had her hands like on her hips, and she was just like the whole time, and then she'd look at the camera and she would keep going, and Usai was like, wait, stop, we gotta get like our shit together, and like get a better frame or whatever, and she's like, just go off, just go. Oh my gosh, it was so funny to watch. She's like pointing her toes, like lifting her legs, and like touching herself. Oh my gosh, it was so sexual, but it was so great.
It cracks me up that she's so sexual, but she's a virgin. Is that not like the funniest thing ever? It's perfect. It makes her more perfect than I could ever imagine.
God, she is amazing.
Whoever is lucky enough to be with her, I don't even have a comment for the rest of that sentence. You unlucky bitch. Unworthy. That's right.
But everyone did pretty good except some of the girls killed. They did so well.
Because they have hair, usually.
Right, and that's what I said. I mean, you saw me in the show, and I was like, I don't want to have long hair. I want to be a girl. So it was just a lot harder for the guys to adjust to having long hair because this is probably the longest my hair's ever been. Right now, like it's just really long on top.
Oh yeah, it is long on top.
And the sides aren't, but like,
yeah,
I'm never gonna grow it out. Like, even your hair is not that long, but I couldn't do that. Anyways.
Does it look so weird on you?
Yeah.
No. You look like you had a chili bowl or something. Ew.
But honestly, my favorite part of that whole scene at the photo shoot was Usai talking to Lennox, because I don't think that everyone gets to see him as
inspirational.
Nice. Yeah, and for all of us, like, yes, he's really harsh on us, but he wants us to do well. And he made that clear. He was like, y'all are my kids, I want y'all to do so well. And they show him as like this mean, crazy, awful person, but in reality, like, he was like our dad.
He's like on your team.
Like, he really wanted all of us to do really well. Like, he had no control over who stayed and who went home. He just wanted you to get the best shot, do your best, and improve from last week. And that's why it was really cool to see him talking to Lennox, because he did that for almost all of us. He would pull us all aside and kind of be like, hey, last week you did this, and this week let's do this and make it better.
That's so awesome. It just makes me love him.
I know, I love him. But
I love him when he's like, I see you cussing at me under your breath. But then I also like him when he's like, tears still mean that you're weak. No, that's
it's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry.
Make
Thanks,
me cry,
Usai. Yeah, that was cool.
The next thing that we did was
challenge.
We actually went to breakfast on top of the hill in Hollywood. And then
How quaint.
It was so delicious. And then we got back to the house, walk in, and there's like strobe lights and people going crazy. A bunch of strangers in our house.
Breakfast rave.
Why in the hell? Crazy people.
We should have a breakfast rave sometime.
Strobe lights and eggs.
Strobe lights and eggs and bacon and biscuits. That sounds like a great morning. I think we should start off every morning like that, actually, now that I think about it.
Good decisions.
It is a party. Anyways, let's talk about this challenge.
Also, Nina was there.
Nina, obsessed. I love her. Her eyes are just like...
She's so great. She was so nice.
Nina. I love the picture of her last season when she was with the snake.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? Flawless. Yeah, that was really cool. What's your reaction when, are you more starstruck by Nina or Nick Cannon?
Nina.
I would be too.
I mean, I never watched any of Nick Cannon shows. I don't watch America's Got Talent. I don't watch Wild 'N Out. Other than that, like, it was really awesome to see him there. I think the girls were more excited. But when I saw Nina, I was just like,
Mariana's like, we're dating.
touched you. We're dating. Was it a really cool concept for us to kind of have to maybe be creative directors for our own photo shoot, but I think with using the panoramic setting, it was difficult as hell.
I feel like he was asking too much. He wants the panoramic, but he wants to show off the headphones, and he wants it a party scene. You need to pick 2 of the 3 Nick Cannon, which in the end, that is what you did, obviously, because you chose Lennox's. It didn't matter about the party scene. It could be, if you want the headphones, it just would be impossible to do the panoramic and the party scene, because then, which is what y'all did, and Adam's group. And it was too wide, and it could have been a shot for anything.
Yeah.
So that's not really y'all's fault. That was a poor, those were poor guidelines. They should have only picked 2.
Yeah, because, I mean...
They just got lucky that they forgot to make it a party scene.
Right, and I felt really confident about our concept, but it was just so hard to get the shot because when you start doing the panoramic on his little Incredible pad or whatever it's called, you like start going and there's no button to stop it. Like you have to go through the whole panoramic. So we would get done with the shot and be like, we're only halfway done with the panoramic.
Yeah, I feel like y'all's panoramic was the best.
I mean, it just didn't look the best, but our concept I thought was
Covered
the best.
everything, yeah.
And so I was when he was doing like the scores and everything, like saying who won, I was like, it should only be about concept 1 because these 3 photos, you can't use these for an ad.
No, they're like blurry.
They're really terrible quality.
Yeah.
And I was like, you should be basing it off of concept and like use of props and your idea more so, and then when the winner, go to a set and like actually take a real photo for it.
Surely that's what he's gonna do.
I don't know. I doubt they do anything with it, but it was just like conceptually it should have been judged, not execution when it was on a tablet panoramic.
Yeah.
There was just a lot of things that were just like, okay, this challenge is so fun. I had so much fun, but it was like, eh.
This might be my least favorite episode, not because of like anything that happens, just because it's my least favorite photo shoot and least favorite challenge and outcome, because I did think that they should win.
Right.
But like I said, if you asked me without telling me what the guidelines were, if you were just like, which one of these 3 would be better for an ad for headphones, then it's Lennox's picture.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I thought that theirs was really cool. It was a really good concept. And it, I mean, honestly looked the best out of all 3, but it was just like,
Yeah.
they got lucky, I thought.
Whatever.
Anyways, the challenge was fun. We really only had an hour, probably a little bit less to get it done.
God, that's rough.
Yeah, it was
Stressful.
but
Oh well.
we did the damn thing.
Yeah, you did. So, was there any behind the scenes drama before we go to panel? Was there any behind the scenes drama that we should hear about?
Honestly, they'll probably show all of it in the next episode because it all kind of carried over into what's coming up next.
Okay.
There was a couple of fights between numerous people. There was the Mariana and Raylia fight, which is hilarious. I cannot wait for you to see that.
I'm so excited.
I walked into a bus with 2 girls yelling, bitch, 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 back and forth. Oh my god. We were all rolling, laughing, and they're yelling like...
But they're serious?
They're so serious.
I would have been laughing too.
My favorite line is... Mariana says something about Raylia's style, and Raylia goes, bitch, you're wearing my clothes!
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Because Raylia gave Mariana something to wear that day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so funny, because Mariana was just
I can see her being
you don't
like,
have good style, Raylia. And it's like, bitch, you're wearing my shit. It was so funny.
oh my God.
Can't wait for y'all to see that, and that was really cool, but that...
That was really cool.
It was entertaining for all of us.
Oh, it's going to be great on
And I'm sitting right next to Raylia, and I'm like, cool. It's so great. But then there's another fight that Raylia has with someone else. I'll keep that in the wraps because it's hopefully they'll show that. And obviously the one that we saw in the preview with me and Denzel. So that's coming up. Other than that, in the house, those couple of days, it was the days that Romeo had left.
So
it was kind of, yes, we all kind of talked and like, let's just kind of enjoy these next couple of days, kind of rejoice in the fact that
You don't have to
No one is yelling at us 24/7, and no one is like
being cursed
no
or
one
like
is
had
just
spells on or.
yeah. It was a very happy couple of days for us in the house. I mean, very happy for Mariana and Denzel, obviously getting it on in the bedroom.
Honeymoon style.
Lord have mercy.
Mm.
Take lessons from Keith and Kari. Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
But
Take
it's
lessons
gonna
from
get real interesting as we go forward in the competition because I mean there's only 10 left, and one by one it's dwindles and dwindles.
It's like I want to see more and I want to have an episode every day, but then I don't want it to be over.
Right. So we have 10 episodes left. That's a lot.
It's not enough.
But anyways, whatever. Panel was
Whatever. Yeah.
cool to see everybody's hair flip.
What did you think of Ben's song?
Well, he had been working on that song for a couple of days. Like,
Okay.
it was probably the second episode in the house that he was working on it. So it was probably a week that him and Adam were working on it. So we had all heard it. We had all learned the whole lyrics and like.
That's why you were singing and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it kind of was the thing that bonded us all together because, you know, we all just would sit around the house. He plays guitar and we would sing it. But then when they played it at panel, we were all just like, I don't know if this is a good idea. I think it's kind of for us in the house to enjoy. I just didn't think that they should have done it at panel. Just because it is a modeling competition and you don't want them to see you as like, you should be a singer, not a model. And that's what I thought was going to happen. And ultimately, Ben got sent home. I don't know if it was for that reason, but I know that I don't think it helped his situation.
Right.
We were dancing in the back. Adam's rap was a little bit
I feel like
longer.
you
They had
guys-
to cut a lot of stuff out because he cussed.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I feel like I should have been sitting around a campfire or something.
Yeah.
With Tyra like leading in some kind of like African tribal outfit.
But Ben is a really good singer
Yeah, he's a great singer. Ben, you should sing.
and act.
Yeah, he's a
Singing-
great face.
Oh my gosh. We would hear him singing throughout the house and it was just like, this is great. Because
That's
he would sing
cool.
not only that song, but like other songs for us, and it was just really cool. But panel was pretty chill. Everyone's scores were kind of dead even. If you look at the scoreboard at the end of the episode, like Keith was at 36 and the highest was like
6 points difference.
well, theirs was 6-point difference, but Keith was a 36, and then like best photo Lennox was like a 40. So it was only a
it's pretty
4
close.
points spread between everyone, which is really close when you're looking at the numbers because everyone on the challenge it was 10, 9, and 8, and then for the photo shoot everyone got 9s, 8s, and 7s.
Yeah.
So it was very dead even for everyone when we were going away from panel to see who goes home. But when you look at Ben's scores, it was like 7, 7, 6. It was like, ooh.
So y'all are back there because there's time in between, right? So you're back there.
Yeah, we were probably waiting for about 30 minutes before we went back on the panel
So he knows.
to get eliminated. And we all kind of knew that Ben would be going home. He knew too, so we kind of prepared ourselves. And he was okay, but it was really sad because he was one of the ones that I thought was one of the strongest competitions.
Oh
in the
yeah,
house,
he
for
just
sure.
got unlucky, and like I said, I don't think that it's all his fault.
No. And I mean, he has the potential to come back into the house, but you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know it's gonna happen.
I mean, I know what's going to
I
happen.
don't
We
know
all
what's
know what's going to happen. And if you look at his
I hope you get to
photos,
come back.
well, his photos after this are really strong, and so he has
strong.
potential to come back. Crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was so cute that they played this
yeah,
song.
me too.
That
He got to
was
record
tear.
it, and I'm glad they put it on the final part of the episode. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
That was cool. This was a good episode.
It was good, like character development.
Yes.
I thought they did a great job with Lennox, giving you a little bit more insight to why she is the way she is. I think that it was really great for us to see Kari and Keith and Denzel and Mariana, even though it's really annoying, but it's a good
Yeah.
story, and I mean for everybody just had a little bit
Yeah.
more character development because there's only 11 people left and now there's only 10, so we're gonna get to see a lot more of everyone left in the house. So it's just getting more personal, I think.
So for panel, what scores do you not agree with? Because I have some that I don't
Keith.
agree with. Keith. Okay.
Keith should not have gotten a 9 from Tyra.
Who else? Do you have anybody else?
Because Keith relies so much on his pretty face, we all had this phrase that we would say when Keith was on set. It was called #KeithFace. Because he does the same exact face for every photo shoot. It's always like, key face.
He's like squinting a little bit.
It's not bad. It's perfect and it's
obviously
amazing.
it's perfect.
It's perfect.
And Tyra's obsessed
But
with it.
you gotta show some diversity, and he did it in that shoot. So we were just like, he doesn't deserve a 9.
I feel like Shy deserved way higher
I
scores.
agree. I thought Shy would have been top 2.
I thought that Mariana deserved a 10 from Tyra.
I thought
if you compare someone to Beyonce, it is the highest score possible. That is all.
hands down.
That is all.
Hands
You can't go, yeah, you're like Beyonce. Okay, I'm gonna give you a 9. That's it. No. Mariana, you should have gotten a 10, girl. I believe in you. And also Shy should have gotten a 10.
To me, the way that panel should have gone was Lennox, Mariana, Shy. Or any of those 3 flipped around.
Agreed.
But it was Lennox, Mariana, then Rayleigh, Shy, me. Which I agree with still, but it was
I
just
didn't like the still, the still.
the still of
picture
Rayleigh was
Rayleigh.
not as good as her moving shot. She looks
Yeah.
way better moving, but she still deserved to be in top 5.
Agreed.
Sure.
Agreed.
The Shy, Lennox, and Mariana, those 3 should have tied for first.
Yeah.
They should have literally gotten the same exact score.
I am extremely impressed with Mariana as a model. However, after she lost the challenge, all that shit about just a sore loser, she said something about Lennox like, she's not, her quote was like, she's not sexy, she can't do this, she can't do that, she's just there. That was her quote. 1, that doesn't make any sense. 2, she just beat your ass. Sorry, but you were fabulous. Fabulous. But just don't be a sore loser, you know, and again, that's just like being young, and that'll happen once you mature and things like that. I mean, jealousy is just not really attractive on people, and if you're a model, you should not be jealous because you're being judged on your looks.
Right.
That is all.
That is all. It's just your looks. And Lennox has the look. And then Adam did really well.
Yes,
it was the first time that I was like, okay, Adam.
I'm impressed. Yeah.
I think it was him getting into character and growling and stuff. It really,
you know, you gotta do whatever you gotta do, I guess.
The episode ended and we got to see a preview for next week, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about to go off on Keith.
It's Denzel.
Whatever.
Just saying.
Somebody's gonna get their ass beat. I hope Rayleigh kicks your ass.
Oh, I'm excited for everyone to see that because that was a really rough day. But
that's gonna make me cry.
Photo shoot is the Frozen one. We're on ice.
Lennox. I'm just thinking about Lennox's pictures every time.
You also get to see me make out with somebody new.
Yay!
This
I love all
gonna be
your
interesting.
make out escapades. Is there a word for that?
Kisscapades.
Kisscapades.
But make sure you watch. It's not on Monday anymore. It's on Friday, October 3rd, 9/8 Central, and then West Coast will be 9/8 Mountain Time. But we will be posting these videos on Monday, not Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have these at Monday. You can watch our recap and see what we think about the episode.
Yeah, you guys should send us comments, or if you want us to talk about certain topics, just send them to us and so we can talk about them.
Yeah.
Or if you have any random topics that you want us to talk about and make videos, we love making videos.
Send us your video ideas.
Yeah.
And then like this video.
I'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be so great.
Wouldn't that be so great? Do that, and we'll do that. Love you
We'll do that.
guys.
And then subscribe down below and watch next time on This Is Week.
Yeah. But also America's Next Top Model, watch that too. It's kind of important. If you don't watch it, you're not going to know what the hell we're talking about. But seriously, y'all are the bomb.
.com.
Thanks, Instagram.